Hey mortgage brokers, are you still drowning in admin? Are you still writing detailed suitability letters from scratch? And are you analyzing bank statement in detail? This must stop today. Hi, I'm Iftikhar Mohammed and welcome to our channel AI for Mortgage Brokers. Today I'm going to look at 5 LLMs or large language models that could be useful for mortgage brokers, which is you. And ChatGPT is not my favorite. And I'll show you how in detail. Coming in at number 5 is the new kid on the block, DeepSeek. There's a lot of talk about DeepSeek, and based on my research, I think this is one of the most powerful tools for complex reasoning. So you give it a messy case and it'll detail it out for you, and it'll put it in a logical order where you can understand, and you will see a massive difference in that case. So DeepSeek is a tool that you need to use when you have complex situations. The other advantages in using DeepSeek is that it's free compared to some of its competitors like ChatGPT. So if you check ChatGPT version 4, it is payable, but DeepSeek is free. Also, DeepSeek has some of the features like you can upload things like a PDF or Excel or even a Word document, and it'll analyze for you and give you brilliant answers, and it'll put it in different formats that you require. So it makes you feel like you have a personal assistant doing all that for you with just a single prompt. The other thing I find interesting with DeepSeek is it's very strong at maths. I come from accounting and a mortgage broking background, and I love my maths. You give it a challenge, I think it performs better than most of the others. And if you take the knowledge base, DeepSeek has a more current knowledge than some of the versions of ChatGPT. So you're looking at information from July 2024, but whereas some of the ChatGPT versions still carries information from 2023. So in conclusion, DeepSeek is very powerful in terms of context memory, also analyzing documents, and also very strong reasoning. And above all, it's free. If you use certain features of ChatGPT or similar LLMs, you need to pay for them. But this is completely free. So that's one of my favorite tools I use. So coming in at number 4 is Perplexity AI. You need answers fast that you can trust. Perplexity is the LLM you need to go to. Perplexity is the LLM that carries the Google search experience, and that is very powerful. So if you take an example, if you ask Perplexity, what are the FCA guidance on mortgage promotions? It'll give you a short answer with references, and that is quite powerful. It's like a Google with all your references attached to it. So no fluff or no scrolling through 20 links on Google. This makes life so easy for mortgage brokers. So if you're preparing for CPD or preparing for a client meeting or even sharpening your compliance knowledge, I think Perplexity is the best tool for you. Third of Claude AI, that comes for me at number 3. If you have bank statements, a fact find, or summary of customer information, if you put it onto Claude, it'll take that information and present it to you in a very meaningful way. So for me, therefore, Claude is the document smart LLM. So brokers should use Claude if they are looking for accuracy and structure. This is probably the most perfect tool you can have. And there's no fluff with Claude. It tells you the reality and not what you want to hear. So if you want somebody who you can really trust, that probably is Claude for me. And again, there's a free version of Claude that you can use today. So let's move on to number 2, which is the fan favorite, and that's ChatGPT, and which is not my favorite. ChatGPT is definitely the all-rounder. It can do all the singing and all dancing, but it's very general and a little less specific compared to some of the other tools. Brokers use ChatGPT to draft suitability letters, and they also use ChatGPT to draft email responses from their clients. They also take information from the fact finds and convert it to meaningful notes which they can use elsewhere. But that's not all. ChatGPT is a very good sounding board for idea generation. And today, in a world where we are talking about GEO or SEO, this becomes very, very helpful. So it gives you the ideas that you need for content creation and videos like this. But the key with ChatGPT is to get your prompt right. I've done a course from Google for 7 hours studying about prompt engineering. And it is so useful that you know how to ask ChatGPT the right questions. Otherwise, they use the phrase garbage in, garbage out. You will end up with generic answers, and that's not what you want as a specialist mortgage broker. Even their free version of ChatGPT is one of the best entry-level tools for mortgage advisors. And then comes the drum roll. The winner for me, number one, is Google Gemini. And do you know the craziest part? Mortgage brokers have access to free AI tools from Gemini and they are not even aware of it. And that's so crazy given that it's so advanced and it's free to use for all of you. So some of the benefits, Google can summarize your emails even without you having to open the email, can draft the email response for you while you sleep in your tone of voice and save the draft for you. Google Gemini also through Docs can analyze all the documents and summarize things for you. So if you have any information you want summarized using all your documents, it can do that. It also can analyze income and expenses details where brokers struggle and spend hours trying to do. And that's not all. It can cross-reference using Google Docs, and it also can do smart help for you. So these are some of the key features of Google. There is more and more stuff that Google carry for free. You got things like Google Lens where you can take a picture and it will analyze the details around that for you. And it doesn't stop there. It now has the OCR capability where it can read documents on your behalf, even if it's a PDF. I'm going to do a special video on Google and what everyone needs to know about Google Gemini and why it is still my favorite tool. So to summarize, the top 5 LLMs for mortgage brokers in 2025 as of today: number 5, DeepSeek; number 2, Perplexity; 3, Claude AI; 2, ChatGPT; and my favorite, number 1, is Google. So what's my advice for mortgage brokers? Me as a mortgage broker, I use all these tools. The reason why I use all these tools is one, because there is a lot of free versions out there and each tool is good at one thing. I use that particular tool for what it is good at. So that's what I would suggest mortgage brokers to do as well. So don't stop at ChatGPT. There are so many free AI tools that's out there. Use those AI tools to your benefit and you can cut down your admin time by 80%. But remember, you're a mortgage broker and you have to be careful about the information you put into these systems because you have to worry about the security. Remember, there's laws called GDPR and you have to be careful of that. That's why we have tools like MortgageX and AgentX, which will make sure that the information you submit is very secure. Thank you for watching this video. And if you need any clarification or you need help in stepping up from a mortgage broker to an AI-ready mortgage broker, please do get in touch with me. Thank you.